What up? We're live.
Oh shit, we're finally doing this?
We exist. I mean, we only 9 minutes late. It's fine. It's fine. It's like it'd be different if it was like 7:45 or some shit. It would also be different if I had advertisements today. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. How's everybody doing?
So,
Holy shit! It feels like it's been 4 Mondays instead of just one.
it's been one?
It's been one because we got back off the cruise and then we did one.
Oh shit.
And now you ain't been choking this whole time. And now you dropping dead on the air, bro. Come on. Come on.
Also, there's something I saw on Instagram too. Like, good God.
Hey, yo. Blahem, blahem, blahem. Let's turn the chug back on. For those watching, we have not drank our 40 ounces today, so get on that shit for us. But yeah, we've actually had this topic in the bag for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, because we talked about it. Funky business for 3 days straight. Oh, you weren't there. My bad. Yeah, so we had this on the books for 3 weeks because I remember that week I saw a post that was just like amazing. It was a TikTok and I had shared it. It was such an impactful TikTok that I shared it from TikTok to my Facebook page.
Oh shit.
I know we connected social medias because it was like when you first start your
Your
healing
Instagram,
journey.
you know it's gonna be the end of the world, but go ahead.
Right. Because it was like when you first start your healing journey and your healing process or whatever, this is where you at. You start trying to show people like, no, just slow down. No, just breathe more. No, like this is toxic. No, don't you see this pattern? And then when you get further along your healing journey, you're just like, all right, do you? That's your business. Okay. I'm gonna go over here though.
The healing journey sucks. Okay.
It does. The healing journey is like knowing better in every situation, and you don't want to. I don't want to be better. I don't want to know better. I want to be a petty bitch.
All the blissful ignorance is gone.
100%.
You start seeing the truth of motherfuckers and like
And you can't go back.
pattern
You
recognition.
can't go back.
Like you don't start like it's not like you're making excuses for people, but at the same time you understand more. So
I understand it.
you aren't as upset as you want to be at certain things sometimes.
Facts.
Because you also call yourself out on bullshit.
Big facts. I think that's one of the worst parts is having to call yourself out on some bullshit. Like, what's good is
Like what you gonna do is
calling
you
yourself out on some bullshit is some serious business because not only are you grown now, but now you definitely know better, which means you have no fucking excuse. And that is so fucking annoying. It's like I could just ignore it, and if you do that, what's gonna happen? Well, this and that. So you know better. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just get on your own nerves with that.
And as somebody who has a petty gremlin that he likes to feed on the regular, you know how big a pain in the ass to have somebody that you don't like but still be understanding of why they could be the way that they go.
My God, honey.
Instead of just being fuck them.
Fuck them.
Even worse, you know their improvement in life. Like just you just gonna be like, fuck that motherfucker. But like, I saw you act that way. Sad.
So that picks on another point about the healing journey that I hate, the healing process that I hate. It's like you get to that point, it's like, oh, you don't know any better, or oh, this is the only behavior you know. But then your brain is like, yeah, but it's still fucked up. And so you're like right back to where you started almost. Like that is a repetitive pattern for me. I know.
Yeah.
It's just like The way I was acting, I didn't like, so I started examining it and then found out that I was validated in the way I'm acting.
He's like, it's you're playing ping pong with yourself when it comes to that. Like somebody does something like, man, fuck that motherfucker. But the reason they did it that way, it could be that reason. Yeah, but that was just for what the fuck they did. I understand
Thanks
that,
for
but
the
you also
subscription,
come from a higher,
Paragon.
like you were on a higher plane of existence and thought process with this. But still, fuck them. Like, like, but still, I am entitled to have my own emotions and opinions about this, and it's fuck them.
Yeah,
And then sometimes the other side, like, you right, scope point
because
you point.
that's the other part about the healing journey nobody talks about. Nobody talks about it's not all acceptance and positive feelings.
You
No,
gonna
it's
throw some tantrums,
you gonna throw a tantrum, you gonna come up with some real shit, and it's okay if it's bad.
and you ain't even gonna want to believe it.
That part. But I want to see the good in people. Do you want to see the good in people, or do you also want to balance that with valuing neutrality? Which is it?
Or better is like you want to see the good in people, or are you projecting your own initial thoughts, feeling on how bad person
That
that you want to see the good in people because you want to
that
see
part.
people see the good in you. Like, oh, brain, stop! Like, just
Stop. Leave me alone.
talk to my soul and leave me the fuck alone.
I just sat down.
Let me be petty.
Can
Shit.
we have breakfast first? Oh my god.
Oh, that's also something. You gonna get random epiphanies.
Oh my fuck, random epiphanies. And I'm not just talking like shower thoughts or you going throughout your day and you have a that's a Raven moment. No, motherfucker. Like the universe is gonna give you lessons.
It'll wake you up in the middle of the night, like such and sad this way because of this reason. Why does this
Like you
matter?
fucking doing math and shit. Like
You be. It's just like Crunk from when he wakes up.
mm-hmm.
It is just
It
like
is
that.
just like that. And when you're conscious, the universe gives you lessons and breadcrumbs because it's just like let me subtly put you in this position that you often judge people for. And I'm not talking about hardcore shit. It could be the littlest shit. Like, oh, so you have an opinion about this person snapping at everybody yesterday? Cool, let's make you irritable. And you're gonna snap at everybody today.
Now you got to understand.
Now you got to understand. Oh, you hate getting cut off in traffic? Let me put you in a position where you have to cut somebody off.
You gonna understand today.
You gonna understand that you're gonna consider, and this is my phrase of the year apparently, you're going to consider that which you have never had to consider.
And my favorite phrase, you gonna learn how to shut the fuck up.
You don't shut the fuck up.
Sometimes that's with yourself too. You got to learn to tell yourself to shut the fuck up. And like it's even worse. Like here's the thing too. Like nobody tells you. They tell you, but they don't tell you. You gonna lose friends.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're
You
gonna
gonna
lose
lose
them,
friends.
outgrow them, ghost like
Distance
ghosting,
yourself.
healthy ghosting. Let me talk about healthy ghosting real quick. Let me talk about healthy ghosting. Healthy ghosting during the healing process means you don't do anything that you haven't already been doing. It it means that those friendships that you had to put all those effort into without focusing on yourself fade into the background. Because here's where most people stop on the continuum. They stop at the depresso. Oh, no one likes me. I always have to reach out. But you stop there because you're not pouring into yourself and healing. And once you're
Nor you
pouring
trying
into
to reach
yourself and
out.
healing, you're not reaching out to anybody. They're not reaching out to you, and all is right with the world. Healthy ghosting.
Or it gets like this. Like you get that. It's a little bit of like, hey, I haven't talked to such and such. Hey, how you doing?
Same shit
Hey, how you doing? Nothing. No,
or no shit. Same shit or no shit.
Or my personal favorite, it still hits me in the heart sometimes. Yeah, I wonder how such and such doing. Hit up Facebook. Oh,
Or we not friends.
we ain't
We not
friends no more.
friends. All right, cool, 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 cool,
And
cool, cool.
here's where that development comes on because like part of you, here's that tantrum part. Part of you want to throw a fucking tantrum.
What the fuck?
Like, who the fuck? Why they could have said something, but at the same time that higher part of your brain be like,
Thank God.
it's either thank God or you could have said something too. But I'm saying something now. But what? This just now though.
But now though. So that is the part of my job that I don't know, I have mixed feelings about. So I do a lot of grief and loss work as well. I try not to put too much of it on my caseload because I mean it's exhausting. It's a lot of work. Um, but grief and loss shit, like especially for people that are in the unique position to be able to say goodbye. Baby, the
It's so
denial is so fucking
hard to
real.
shake
I'm like, why are y'all tiptoeing
back.
around and say the shit you really want to say? All of it. Not just, oh my God, I'm
Yesterday.
gonna miss you so much. Not you caused me trauma in my childhood, and I would like an apology before you die.
Or, better yet, when they dead, you can say fuck them.
You can. It's perfectly okay not to feel bad when
Like,
someone
I'm gonna let
dies.
y'all know right now, I ain't about that. You ain't who to speak ill of the dead shit. Fuck them. Like,
The
I
only
knew people
reason
that
the
died.
only reason they say you ain't supposed to speak ill of the dead is because then they gonna come and haunt your ass. Oh no.
I got the sage
I
ready,
got
motherfucker.
fans, I got sage, and I got attitude. Bring it on, sweetheart. You are not my first
If you
operation.
haunting me, you paying rent.
Not shut the fuck up.
You putting in.
But yeah, no, the healing process is a piece of shit, boy.
Yeah.
It's like that stupid fucking TikTok trend where it's like you're doing the right thing, but you look over and the other car with the blare and the Mexican music is this happening? I got so lit. And like everyone's having a good time. You're just like, huh. That's exactly what healing process is
It's like
like.
they're gonna kill their eardrums.
Right.
Cause you hear
We have become sensible. But they look like they having fun. You know they're not though, deep down. I know. You know they're just fending off an existential crisis. They're fighting off dread right now. I
that
know.
part too sucks. Like when you see
I
like
know, but I want to go
because
back to fighting off dread.
pattern recognition is a bitch, especially when you done heal something. Cause you can see how somebody act, but at the same time, you can't do nothing about it. You can try to say something, you can hit us, you can grab them up for hey, this is about to happen if you keep acting this way. And they'll still
Fair.
do it. And when that happened, they will look surprised at you like, how did this happen? I never would have guessed. And all you gotta do,
And if you're halfway in your accounts in your healing journey, well, if you look at this, and if you're all the way committed in your healing journey, shit, me, I don't know, my boy.
and there's always gonna be a part you're just like, that's just that exact expression. Just
Hmm.
motherfucker.
And
Like
by no means is the healing process bulletproof. By no means. By no means. By no means. You just
you
know
gonna
better.
slip,
You don't win. You
you gonna
just do a
slip,
little
you
better
gonna
each
slip, you gonna
time.
fall.
Cause
That's
baby,
you
especially
just
them
gonna
family
fall yourself.
dynamics. Especially
Mm.
them family dynamics, boy. I tell you, I've been sucked back into family dynamics 2 times this year. Two
And when
distinctive times this
you
year.
realize it, you're like, oh no,
I
I'm
was
being
like,
subjected.
wait, no,
No,
no, we
no,
don't do
no,
this.
no. Like
No.
you try to doggy
Throw
paddle
that
out of
in
it.
the
No,
garbage. Who took this out?
like,
No.
you try to dog paddle out your current situation. Like
Mm.
nah,
I don't belong over here. I don't belong over
no,
here.
no.
No, no. Oh my god. But yeah, no, you're not completely cleansed of whatever you're healing from. There's pattern like he said, pattern recognition is a bitch. But the universe gonna keep coming around and challenge you to see if you're still stupid. 100%. And
Mm,
sometimes you will be.
you won't be stupid.
Sometimes you will be.
That certain somebody gonna say a certain thing, a certain somebody might call or talk to you or say something. You might smell a certain smell. It something's gonna be like you gonna be like, for lack of a better term, triggered about something. Like I know what you about to say. Go ahead.
Whites
It's
only
only
pie.
pie.
If he take 1 foot off them bottles, if so much as one toe hit that dirt, I want you to shoot him right in his ass. That
Look
movie
at
was the
you.
shit.
I say
Um,
I won't. That was a good amount of serious and funny. But like, yeah, like you won't. They're gonna be something to make you. Sometimes you might regress a little and realize before you do.
sometimes
Other
you feel like a
times
nut,
you.
sometimes you don't.
Some other times you picking yourself up out the corner. Like, hey, oh,
Facts. Huh, come on, let's just go over here. Boy, come on, let's just do boo 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 do boo boo boo.
you ever had that friend that that you look at a whole bathroom or fight or something like that?
That
Sometimes you
is
got to do
you
that to
on you
yourself.
now. That
You
is
got
you
to
on
do
you
that to
now.
yourself.
That is you got to. Hey, hold on.
And the worst part is, both of y'all making compelling arguments.
100%, 100%.
Because sometimes you want to knock a motherfucker out. Like, don't do it. You can't be knocking
That
motherfucker
was
out. Like,
the most interesting switch flip ever. Man, we don't fight people no more. We grown. Yeah, but ta 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 ta. We don't do that. We call the police now. What you mean?
True, cause that I be trying to out hood my like take my hood side and have a talking to someone. Cause sometimes I be like, knock them nigga. I'm like, nah, come on, bro.
No,
We
we
ain't
don't do that. We
we
don't do
can't do
that.
this. We don't
We are
we
too
don't
grown and we are
we are
too
too
pretty for
grown.
jail.
But at the same time, I understand that aspect too. And if you try to fight me, I'm giving you 3 hits. You ain't hitting me
That's
three
why I
times.
love satisfying racial moment videos when people get knocked the fuck out because I know in my heart of hearts I would never do that.
See, this is me here different. I'm full of wish a motherfucker would. And granted, I don't try to open that can. Like, come on, man, don't do this. Hey, don't. But the second you pull a hand on me, I'm opening that can. Like that's a.
Oh no,
But
make no
it's a.
mistake. I would mace people and
Granted,
make it look like it just went off accidentally.
I
However,
used to have a big ass can of whoop ass, but I just carry around like one of those small mini cans. Like it's pretty much like I said, you get 3 hits. If that's as many hits I'm gonna give you, just pop. That's it. Like that.
another satisfying racial moment.
And it has 3 different variations. It could be like that. It could be basically that you feel the impact and it's enough to move you. Like, oh, he could have did more than that. Or it's just like to shock your system a little
Mm-hmm.
bit further, make you stumble, depending on how
Mm-hmm.
big you are, or depending on
Mm-hmm.
the situation, you can knock the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Now I'll set you on the side so you don't throw up on yourself and just suffocate. But like,
Her dad walked in on us, so I squared up with him. I woke up on the lawn, my clothes folded neatly next to me.
exactly, I'll knock you the fuck out, but make sure you safe afterwards. Like
Mm-mm-mm.
that's what a hood and boot like adult get together had. It's kind of we can knock him out, but make sure you don't hit the ground. Like
Just make sure you don't break nothing on the
knock
way
him out,
down.
don't stomp him out. You know that kind of thing.
Hey yo, stomping in the nuts. A song about stomping
Don't
man in the
do it.
nut.
But you just be arguing with yourself more than anything. Like
Yeah, because you know better. You know better.
but you
And
still want
and
to
if
not
you
know better.
do still but right, you know better, you still want to not know better, but here's the real kicker. The healing process will give you a choice. Because you know better. You know you could do this or you know you could do that, but the choice is ultimately up to you. And you will be around for post review commentary, my boy. You are going to sit through a critique of your actions because that is just the way your brain is wired now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
You wake.
Like the
Yeah,
shit, like the shit that I like to do, like checking on our word choice and all that, making sure we're exiting and exterminating things from our vocabulary that have pretty controversial
that's
meaning and
another
shit.
motherfucking thing. Good
Yeah.
God, didn't you?
So that right there, that has me analyzing everything I say and how I say it,
And everything you
especially
hear too, like around other people.
especially when I'm teaching. I made a joke about having bisexual posture in class one night because we were talking about attending behaviors in the counseling room and how you're supposed to sit across from your client to let them know that you're listening and all that. And I have, colloquially and hysterically bisexual posture. I'm in class, slump, knee. All right, so next slide, and I was like, okay, let me sit like a heterosexual cis female presenting person. And all I literally had to say was, let me show you appropriate attending behavior.
I prefer bad bitch posture or evil villain.
You can't exactly call it bad bitch posture because not
That's why I
everybody
say
has the
evil.
confidence to be a bad
Like I
bitch.
said, evil Disney villain posse. You see how I'm
Yeah,
sitting right now?
well,
Just
either way,
you could expect me to do a monologue
I
right now.
had to go back. I like my brain would not let it ride at all. It's like you sitting in the shower. You know you're gonna have to correct that in class next week, right? You know that kind of wasn't funny, right? You know that shit that's appropriate to say around your friends, but
Man,
not your
jokes
students,
don't
right?
hit the same with certain
Baby,
things.
I cannot
Certain
watch stand-up
episodes is
comedy no
shit you
more.
can't watch no more.
Can't do it. Can't
I
do it.
can't watch Martin no more. Like
Hell no. Can't watch any of the shit we grew up on no more.
I
Can't
marathon
watch
my
the
wife and
PJs.
kids.
Can't watch fucking what is it? What a good time. Don't watch Good Times. Do not go back and watch it. I promise you, do not.
And even when your brain's like, but that's a product of the time, but your also part of your brain's like, that time fucking sucks and you better than
That time fucking
that.
sucks, and that time is the reason that the show exists is to keep that time period going, and that's the problem. See, now you know better. That's why I don't watch Real Housewives of anything. I don't watch reality TV. I don't watch black shows with families because it's just like these are the lives we should be living, not watching on TV.
That or it's just a lot of those shows are they've gotten a
Can't
lot better.
watch Living Single either. I can't. I can't. I'm
Like
sorry.
they've gotten a
I
lot
can't.
better.
I can
I,
have it on in the background, but if I start super duper paying attention to the plot, a lot of that shit was fucked up. Misogyny, fucking colorism.
on both sides too. That's even
Cause you can't tell me
granted.
Ray,
Granted, the sexism, the misogyny, and colorism was even all through that show. Like, you gotta give it that.
but
It
the
was even.
fact, cause you can't tell me that Regine wasn't colorist. You can't tell me she wasn't.
You can't tell me. Much as I love Maxine Shaw,
She was a
she was
bitch. She
she
was a
was a bitch.
manipulator. I don't care if she was hurt. That doesn't give you the right to hurt other people. I'm sorry. Like all the things that we care about drama wise are they send off five alarms in my head because of my healing process. Because it
Although,
does not have
yeah,
to be that way.
like that's also something too. Like say goodbye to drama. That's one of the good things, but also the bad thing too, because like you're gonna start to notice that drama is everywhere.
Everywhere. And
Like
there are
that drama in
certain
my work
people
right now that
that
I was
cannot
blissfully
live
ignorant of.
without it. People that cannot live without it. People that literally have nothing else going on. Like, I know you haven't been in the Blurred family chat recently. They've been on this Umacon dumpster fire shit for 5 days.
They still. I
And
did
it's
watch the
only two
video.
of them.
I did watch the video. That the two
It's
things that
only two of them
oh,
talking.
that's like five
There's
cons I
12 of
know.
us in the group.
Like that's like five cons I know. Next,
Who cares?
they fucked up. Don't go to them.
You
Next,
didn't go. So why do you care?
but at the same time, we say that we the assholes. Oh, that's
Oh
something you gonna be an asshole.
yeah, you're gonna be a whole asshole.
You gonna be
100%.
you gonna be apathetic as fuck
You're
about
gonna
shit
be
because
booty cheeks, my boy.
like sometimes you just can't give a fuck because it's like I have no excuse for you anymore. Like,
Do I choose nonsense or do I choose my peace? Do I choose my blood pressure or do I choose drama bombs? You can't have it all, my boy.
and like, but also at the same time, even how you present certain things, you can identify people's trauma or how they react to your stuff. Because I just say like, if we, it's like when someone say like, "Does we have anything better to do?" Some people will take that as in you looking down on me, but like, oh man, now that show trauma popping out. God damn it!
That's
Now
your
I gotta.
drama popping out. So who made you feel less than? And that shit really fucks people up if you hone it right. That's why I'm so good at my job. I'm sorry that no one was there to protect you from someone directly attacking your self confidence, your curiosity, your willingness to explore. Yeah, bye. It's another reason why we ain't have kids. I ain't got time to be getting phone calls because my children broke people down on the playground. I ain't got time.
See, that's what I would be proud of. Like, oh, you did not.
Hey, Calvino.
But like, yeah, like there's something else too. Like, I'm I'm not a heartless motherfucker. I'm just an apathetic motherfucker for a lot of things. Like you get more and more, especially if you do your journey, you get more and more no
Because
nonsense.
you are so hands on about what you prioritize and what you value. Like that whole proverb of, if you care about it enough, you'll make time. It is true, but people are going about it the wrong way. It's
Mm.
not, well, make time for everything. No, my love. Prioritizing is part of that. Y'all just don't want to be caught lacking saying you don't care about something. When you're healing, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. So this ain't important? Not to me. I'm happy it's
Like,
important to you though. I hope
there's
you,
also that
celebrate
too.
it to the
Like,
fullest.
I can understand why it's important to you. Like, and the thing is, you can understand other people, but they will not understand you.
They will not. All you can do is is tilt your head and hope for them to start a journey at some point in their lives.
You pray because sometimes it becomes a fucking torrent of bullshit that you got to suffer through sometime. Where it's like
You
you
don't
come
care
up with
about
certain,
nothing. You don't participate in this, that no more. You don't take initiative to do this no more. Yeah, and I'm very proud of that for myself.
but why? Or it's like how you deliver your delivery might sound cold and count to some people. And it's like, but I didn't mean it like that. Now, further explain that, and then it's like, yeah, but
It's like,
I
so
don't
this
care.
kind of goes hand in hand with once you start changing shit because the healing process is change. You're going to start changing. Once you start changing shit in your situations, your environment, your relationships, your friendships, whatever, it's like y'all are playing a game of Jenga, right? And you pull your piece straight from the bottom on purpose and the whole shit topples. Instead of them picking up bricks and starting to rebuild the next day, they sit there and they shake every single brick at you, trying to get your attention to let you know that you did this. Bitch, I know I did it.
So like, yeah, either you like that badass child, like, yeah, I did it, or you like,
But like, you could start another game without me. You could
you,
start another game without me. You could. I don't want to play no more. That was a good ass fucking metaphor, ain't it? Shit.
and you don't, and you even like, I'm gonna pack up my toys and go, like, nah, keep playing with my toy.
You
I
can
don't care.
keep
I'm
playing.
out.
I've
Like,
outgrown them. I've outgrown them.
exactly, like,
You
keep
can
it.
have them.
But also a good thing about it, you know how good it feels to feed your petty gremlin when you don't care the way that somebody wants you to care,
News, did you
but you
not hear
recognize.
me gloating for weeks when my mother was like, "Can you just do this for me?"
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not.
But you recognize that they want you to care, not because they care, but like for other, not nefarious reasons, but some other bullshit
Validate
reasons.
that I am important beyond importance to you, even more important than yourself. No, we don't do we don't do that here.
Or somebody try to get a reaction out of you and they get a reaction for your lack of reaction.
That part. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot who I was talking to. They said something and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean,
And
that
some
makes
people call
sense.
you a monster for it.
You're a monster. But oh man,
If
I
you come at
forgot what
somebody
I was even being
understanding,
talked to about. And I was just like, well, I mean, if you think about it from a different perspective, this type of behavior will make sense. No, like, I need you to, no, like, think like regular. I am thinking
I know who that
regular.
sound like.
I am thinking regular. What do you, you're the one that's thinking one sided and narrow minded. Do you want me to think narrow minded with you? Because I can't anymore. I don't have the capacity.
Oh, that's also something that gets misinterpreted too. And it's like when someone comes to you, when you say either you don't have the capacity or you legit straight up ask you, what do you want? As in, like, do you want somebody to just vent?
People
Do you
are
want to bitch? Do you want to vent?
so
Do you want somebody to have an opinion? Do you need somebody to work this out with you? Like, it's not like I'm not like, what the fuck you want? It's like, what do you want? Tell me what you want so
what are
we ain't
you
gotta do this
needing in
dance.
this moment?
So
And
we
then
ain't gotta
get
do this
mad
damn
because they
dance.
can't tell you and you won't give it to them. Like, I can't help you. You need to help me help you.
And if
And
you can't provide what they want, like
and even if
I'm
you can provide
I
what
ain't
they
there for
want, you
drama.
can't provide how they want it.
Like I ain't there for drama.
I'm
Click.
not here to co-sign ever, so I'm sorry. But like, the other thing too is things, you start to take things a lot less serious. Case in point, I have become a woman that scoffs at tradition. Huh? I proposed to my husband. I decided, made a decision and announced it to my family that we are going to be team no kids.
Oh nice. I know about that part.
Yeah, we do that. We do that with that. And when it comes to workplace stuff, I ask people about salaries. I ask, hey, how did your evaluation to go? Do you think you're going to get the bonus? This, that, the other. We talk about money at work. We talk about skill level at work. We talk about ambition and not compete at work. And when people call me at 10 in the morning or before, because my coworkers know 10 o'clock, that's when you speak to me. But if it's important, go ahead. I don't answer the phone with the small talk. What's up? What do you need? It is not so much that I don't care for our interaction. I am trying to keep you confined in a space and time frame because you are on borrowed time right now. Yeah?
Talk while I care.
Talk while I have time to talk to you. We don't have to get into, oh, how was your weekend? You don't
Nah.
care. Chances are I've probably done illegal shit on weekend I can't tell you about. So I'm not going to tell you the truth. So let's cut the shit.
Be like,
What's up?
how was
What do
your
you
weekend? Do you want to
need?
be a accessory to a crime or not? Then continue what you're about to say.
Like, it's okay. You don't have to small talk me. You don't have to schmooze me and ask me to lure me in to soften what you want to ask me. Just ask me, bro. Like, I
And
hate that.
but
My
on the flip
last
side
job, they
too,
couldn't fucking stand that.
on the flip
Huh.
side too, you be trying to do that with some people. You got to realize too, like they can say no.
When you ask somebody a question, you give them the right to say yes or no.
Don't even get me started on shit. Them those
Consent
those not question questions.
applies to everything.
Those non-question questions.
Fuck. Non-question questions, bro. But yeah, I just mm-mm, mm-mm. Like I was, there. Don't get us wrong. There are a million great things about the healing process: having better boundaries, taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself,
Learning the power of
knowing
no.
yourself better, and then learning how to express and articulate that to someone you want to be close to.
A
Uh,
boundary is the learning your boundaries is a godsend. There's gonna
Godsend.
be some bullshit to do it, but it's a godsend.
The trial and error, boy. There's some shit.
Like a first good start, just say no when they actually come into work.
100%. I actually encourage you to start that shit at work because I feel like it's more impactful. Like start if you're gonna start with boundaries, if you're gonna start, just kind of
Mm.
holding up your values and prioritize yourself, start at work. Start at work because that's gonna have the most profound effect. Now, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna fucking suck because people are petty. And we are taking the high road and being the bigger person and
And
not
you will
being our
also
petty
guilt
gremlins.
yourself in certain situations
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
because
But
some people will try to guilt you, like, "Oh, we're
oh yeah.
shorthanded. We need this." It's already my day off.
It is not my job to find a replacement. That is what you are supposed to be managing as the manager. And if you are the manager, you don't owe yourself to owe you the job to work yourself to death. You don't. There should be a
Even
team
if
of
you
you.
own salary, sometimes like
If you're on salary, that means you have PTO and can use it. And don't let them tell you no different. Go through and read their policies, procedures in the
yeah, but
employee
real
handbook
talk, if
because
you
nobody reads the employee handbook.
yeah, I'm about to
Read
say if you're on
it.
salary, you need to read every
Read.
detail
Go get
or
a copy of every
try to
form
find a way
HR
to
had you sign.
try to find a way to finagle yourself in the hourly just with higher pay.
Listen, being a consultant, shit, that's where the money at for real.
But I'm sorry, salary for a lot of jobs, salaries for suckers.
Yeah,
'Cause companies abuse it,
abuse the fuck out of it because it's your consistent meal ticket that they can literally take away. Because how
and
many
you
states are at
even
will states? Salary or not, you're still at will.
in like 60 or 70%. But
Yeah.
like even at the same time, like if especially if you don't ever do your hours, like write down your hours, figure out how much you've been working, and realize that you probably should be getting paid twice as much. That's why I say you always go hourly.
Oh, I got an even better one. Stop answering the phone when you're not on the clock.
Sometimes just don't answer the
Fucker,
phone.
fucker, tell them no when they call you. Stop answering the phone when you off the clock. You don't work at home. If the building's on fire, you'll find out on the news.
Or like if my personal saying, like if it's important, you'll leave a message.
Facts. Nobody screens calls more. So I think hookup culture and just sheer paranoia has just turned people to DMs and Snapchats and snaps and shit. And I'm just like, y'all don't y'all probably can't remember a phone number to save your life, huh?
Look, I couldn't when we just had phones. I had to make songs remember numbers.
I mean, that is the best way.
I still forget shit.
I have an A-class settlement and I need cash
Look, y'all
now.
know how long it
Oh,
took me to remember
JD
G
Wentworth.
Wentworth, eight seven seven
877
five.
cash. Now, see, it is the best way.
But at the same time, y'all, I'm gonna out myself a little bit. It took me months when I moved into this place. Months. Because I had 5 numbers in my address instead of 4. No, instead of 3, because usually it's 3 numbers.
Oh yeah,
I had 2 more numbers to remember, and I was like,
this this don't go in this hole. This round peg don't go in the
I
square
legit
hole.
had it in my notes. I had it written down in my wallet. Like I
You know
I
where
had
that
my
goes?
address.
That's right, in the square hole. I'm
I
sorry.
had my address written everywhere. But like
8675309.
but like learning yourself, like it's wonderful. It is a wonderful thing, but my God, the journey is rocky. It has potholes. You ain't driving that whole way. Your
You're
socks
going
gonna get
you're
wet.
gonna sprain your ankle at least twice.
Your socks gonna get wet.
Mm-hmm.
There might be they ain't might there gonna be some snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the
That
garden.
if you good, you can spot them before they see you. But they still gonna be there though. So you just gotta know how to traverse around them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be
And when you
snakes,
can't traverse
vultures.
around them, you have to have your antivenom.
They're gonna be snakes, vultures, crabs.
There you go. You should get that checked out.
And it gonna get cold. It gonna be a cold, dark, lonely journey sometimes.
Yeah. Because that's the other thing. It's not for anyone else. It's just you.
And ain't nobody else gonna give as much of a fuck as you are. Like
Wolf spiders, all kind of shit. Yeah. But
whatever you scared of, it gonna pop out of nowhere at one point in time.
you
Like
ever notice why all those stupid movies like Star Wars and Mortal Kombat and you gotta face your inner demon and it's you. It's you. You're gonna have to fight shadow
I'm gonna
creatures,
let
your
you know
own
right now.
bizarro world
Nah,
replica,
nah, fuck that.
your
I'm gonna let
arch
y'all know right
nemesis,
now.
all that shit.
Right now. Your shadow self ain't you completely. That's a bigger motherfucker. That's a stronger motherfucker sometimes. You like sometimes it's gonna be a shadow colossus. You just gonna have to climb that bitch and find a spot to stab at. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you gotta fight your inner demons.
He
That
kind of
motherfucker my
big.
inner that's my reflection.
He a little big. Uh,
We got funhouse mirrors in this. That's my reflection. Or
shut the
sometimes,
fuck. He got hella hands. You right, Camino. Motherfucker.
sometimes you're gonna trade Sky
Boop.
Pilgrim it. You got a
Right.
Sky Pilgrim. Sometimes you ain't gotta fight the motherfucker. Sometimes you just gotta make friends and get coffee on the weekends. Like
That's the point.
sometimes you just gotta make peace with your demons and realize, look, we both on the same plane of existence. Like
Huh,
I
you
don't want to
serve a
fight. You don't
purpose.
want to fight.
I
Like
serve a purpose. Cause I mean, I know I can't stand up in scary situations and be the one that can do the thing. I know that's all you. It can't be me.
you live for this shit. So look
You
here,
live
man.
for that shit. So
We in
clearly we need each other. It's like the episode of Rick and Morty with Toxic
the
Rick.
toxic
He's
Rick.
about if I left you have the wheel for 1 second, we'd be dead in 3 minutes. Like, listen.
Or
Why
like,
my
or
inner
vice
demon
versa. If I let you have the wheel for 3 seconds, somebody else would be dead. Look here, that's
why my inner demon look like Devo and Melvin Firstborn son?
and look, real talk. Sometimes you might have to ride that motherfucker's shoulders to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
That's why, like, yeah, I don't believe in fighting your inner demons. I don't believe in destroying your inner demons.
Hell no.
I believe in it's still part of you. So one way you're destroying part of you, yin and yang, baby. So you just got to make peace. You got to figure out how we gonna live in this house. The rent too good and the location too good for us to just both move out. Like it's like
Man,
it's like
I
getting
mean,
divorced, but y'all both built the house perfect. Like we both own the house. Like, I ain't
yeah,
leaving and you ain't leaving.
it's War of the Roses is what the name of that movie is.
We we gonna have to figure out how to make this motherfucker
We're
work.
gonna have to figure out how to coexist in each of our wings. Because baby,
We built the whole damn mansion. We ain't got to see each other.
cause shit, without my shadow self, I am timid, I am quiet. I would not have become a doctor. I would not be teaching in higher ed.
I don't know how
I
I'd be without
would
my shadow self.
not be outgoing. I would not be streaming. I would not be doing any of that. Would I be the sexiest bookworm librarian that no one ever sees because I'm always at home? Yes.
I'm probably like 5 shades lighter because she wouldn't be in the sun.
I'd look like a sugar cookie. Which reminds
I
me,
don't
it's
know.
getting
I
cold,
honestly don't know
everybody.
how
Take your
I don't know
vitamin
how I'd
D.
be with my shadow without my shadow self. Like
Mm,
I think it was vice versa for me. Like my 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 lighter side had more talking to my shadow self because I was very shadowy for a long time.
hmm
Like somebody be bruised, still have bruises.
hmm And just as a clarification, shadow doesn't mean negative. Shadow doesn't mean like bad shit. That shadow just means the shit that we don't like to show outright, like our anger, like our anxiety, like those things. Like those things can be good. There is such a thing as good anxiety.
Yeah, that'd be a whole ball of chaos, straight up, like a more pure, unrefined
So it's
chaos.
more so the characteristics and traits that we hide that make up our shadow. Not necessarily good, evil, bad, whatever. Just clarifying
Yeah, like
for
shadow
everyone.
not is in darkness, but shadow is in like that motherfucker behind you.
He's behind you because you're just
It's a
like, nope, I'm not
it's a
looking.
reflection of yourself.
He's so reflection. Sure would. Sure would.
Yeah, without my shadows, without if I was still my shadow self, I'd be far more violent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not just like physically, like I just hurt motherfuckers' feelings because I just be tired of
Oh,
hearing the
me?
bullshit.
I just like to hurt people. I don't make honey. I don't build
I
nests. I
don't
don't do
just
none of that. I just
I
like to
just
hurt people. Is that a human? I'm gonna show you right now. Oh
I just
man,
be fucking and fighting.
you would be. You would be.
Just fucking and fighting. Not a thought in my brain.
Every night I got to prove my love. Even that little guy from Nutty Professor. Let's go outside. For what? Every night I got to prove my love.
But at the same time, that same motherfucker still is up in here. That helped my ass in a lot of situations.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
fucking and the fighting.
sure. The fuck up. Which is why we are not allowed to do either one. Um, but no, the healing journey fucking
Hell journey sucks, man.
because it's like you got on a fast track train and then you got to your destination and you watching everybody else at the back at the train station. It's like y'all know there's another route. It's a bullet train. It goes
Nah, we good.
y'all gonna
It's
wait on
we,
Thomas. Do, 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 do,
but
do,
it's
do.
also cheaper. Like
It's also
it's
cheaper.
cheaper. It's easiest. Now we just gonna do this like,
No, we're gonna do this long term and spend money. It's fine. It's cheaper
or
to
for
keep
real.
us.
Sometimes it's like going to Disney World in a like, and whatever your Disney World is, okay? Because some of y'all some Disney motherfuckers. I'm like a fuck Disney nigga. Like whatever your Graceland, your Disney World, your Dollywood may be.
Dolly was fire, but go ahead.
Sometimes it's like driving all the way there in a Pinto, or it's just a broke down Honda Civic
Mm-hmm.
with somebody else's kids in the car.
Mm.
But once you get to your
And for
destination,
some reason, a random chicken just floating around the back seat.
but once you get to your destination, there's a whole new car waiting for you. But you got to get there first.
And you need to save all your money for gas to power that bitch when you get there. So we
Well, it's like those
independent.
contests where like win this car. If you keep your hand on the car, the last person on this wins the car. Like that kind of situation. Like you be wanting like you be wanting to trick, fight, punch, kick motherfuckers.
And so going backwards a little bit to pattern recognition, you see dirty foot bitch shit before dirty foot bitch shit have a chance to happen.
And also, if you like still can't quell your need for drama, you can at least watch that from the shadows with some
You can
popcorn.
at least watch that and be like, let me drink my water and mind my business.
Like you, like here's something me and Miko do all the time. What's the over under?
What's the over under, my boy? Are we getting involved in this? Mm-mm, mm-mm. We gonna watch though.
Be like, but we take bets. Like, what's the over under? This gonna happen. What's the over under? This gonna happen.
Hey, but
This
Black
is gonna
Dynamite, the community.
be like, this is gonna happen because of this, and that, the other. Okay, we got 90% of it. All
No,
right.
but it still happened. That's cool.
Oh, there's something else too.
Next.
There's something else. There's something else too. I gotta say this.
Mm.
You are going to want to be wrong so much.
So much. Oh my
So
God,
much.
you're gonna want to
You
be
are.
wrong. Oh my God, you're gonna want to be wrong so much.
So
So
we talk
much.
about pattern. Like people are like,
Oh
you
my
always think you're
goodness.
right. Like, no, I would love to be
I
wrong.
would
I would
love to
love.
be wrong. Would absolutely love to be wrong.
Be like, please prove me wrong. I would.
Please, it would be a breath of fresh air. I would be pleasantly surprised and excited.
Well, you just want to be right. No, no, I don't. I don't.
No,
It's the
no.
opposite. I want to be wrong. I just pattern recognition, man. I just seen this like twenty
I
thousand.
just want to be prepared. There's a
I just
difference.
see this 50, 11 times in 5 different angles. Like I know how it always ends up. It's still it might get to a
And it's like
pattern.
it's not an arrogant thing whatsoever. It is literally you have stepped out of the chaotic rapids of life and have sat on the bank and now you're watching the bank.
Like you do become an omnipotent God looking at everything sometimes. Like I've made this mistake enough times to know how this is going to happen. But there's also that logical part of your brain that will bounce. Because once again, you're being understanding of people. So, like, well, if they feel sad about this, they're going to take this, that, and the other. If they feel happy about it, they're going to add this way. They're going to feel mad about it, they're going to add this way. Like, it's like, I didn't
Case
see it
point.
every way.
Case the point. My little sister is in her early 20s. She's getting married.
and, and grown folk, we got that urge to be like, if you don't sit your stupid little young ass down, However,
But,
comma,
however, comma, but I was like, nobody told you. Exactly. That's why someone should tell her. Mm-mm,
but at the same time,
because you
it
didn't
could
ask.
be a good thing for this person. Like,
Right. I can't sit here and dictate which lessons the universe is supposed to give you. I can't protect you from your
just
fate.
because,
I can't protect you from what you've earned, what kind of karma you're going through in this life. It's not my place, it's not my job.
and just because I think something stupid don't mean it's like it's stupid for
Kevin.
y'all. And that's the worst part too. Is like when I think something stupid, like it's stupid, but that's their it's stupid, but that's their life and that's their future. It's fucking stupid. I
Okay, but
understand
you
it,
ain't got to
but it's
deal with it though.
stupid.
So let's just move on.
But it's stupid. Like
Calvino said, where the meme of the boy, old boy presses lives out. I don't know about that. All right.
I mean,
Whew.
like you will question people's happiness, people's sadness, people's anger, all that. Because like you question the anger and sadness and all the kind of stuff because like pattern recognition, but also you question the happiness because there's also that doubtful part of your brain where it's like,
You're
and I
not
would even
okay,
say,
are you?
yeah, like I would even say there's probably that slightly envious part of you that's like, because like everything's not pure and 100% good. Let's be real here. We are still petty. We are human. We are shitty people at times. Some of us can just fucking admit it. And sometimes you like, are you really happy? Sometimes like I want to. Sometimes I want you to be happy, and I'm gonna make sure that you're happy and genuinely happy. Other times, like Miko said, like you ain't really happy, are
You're
you?
not really happy, are you? Are you putting on right now? Oh shit.
And the third time's like, I want to know what you get so I can get that way.
Hmm.
Because learning how to learn from a motherfucker,
Oh my god.
learning how to learn from somebody else is a
Oh my god.
godsend. It
And when
is.
you do that though,
It
the
sucks
reason that
sometimes.
it sucks is because you're constantly broadening your understanding, which is feeding back into that pattern of, oh, that does make sense. Oh, the world is this part, this perspective. Oh, this, that, the other. My original reaction was right. And then you keep going and you meet somebody else and it doesn't, and it don't stop. No,
Or
no.
also, it's like you got to fight yourself with that situation too. Like, because you can learn shit from a kid. But there's also
Hmm.
that grown part of your brain is like, I ain't gonna learn from no kid. Like you
Yep.
gotta have that talk with yourself about that because
Hmm.
children smarter than you think, but also you will catch yourself saying some shit your parents said that pissed you off.
Where that baby Kodak? Be there, caught yourself. Oh my God.
Yeah, you will catch yourself saying something your parents have said to you before, or they thought, what this kid gonna tell me? Like, and then your brain like,
Stop
you were a
doing
smart
that
child.
shit. You were a smart child and you knew what the fuck you were talking about. Let's just
Who says this motherfucker don't?
facts.
Like I got somebody at work. Like I pray that he is number and book smart.
Mm,
And I keep telling myself that because he do some stupid ass shit.
stupid shit.
As in, like, I need you to think. But that's like I said, that's part of my brain's like, please tell me he's number smart. He's like that understanding part, other than just writing him off as stupid. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to try
For
to teach motherfuckers,
for my spiritualists, I just had a thought. If you've been trying to open your third eye, this is how you do it. It's not so much of, ooh, I can see the metaphysical, because some people are born with gifts like that. Some people ain't. I'm sorry. It can't, it's not something that can be cultivated. Um, But opening your third eye means you're able to see everything, meaning bigger picture, meaning, yes, you can see the lights at the end of other people's tunnel and what that can look like. But you cannot tell them
yeah, that's their journey they got to make.
because they cannot see. You might as well be walking them into a brick wall
I mean,
because they cannot
sometimes
see.
you at the very best, you might be able to crack open a chem light and throw it in their direction, hoping that they'll see something instead of picking up and making a rave out of it. We've all had those situations like, hey, this obvious thing's gonna happen. This obvious thing's gonna happen. No, it ain't. This obvious thing's gonna happen. No, it ain't. This obvious thing. You can walk right into that wall. There's a wall right there.
There's a
There
wall
ain't no
right
wall.
there. There's a wall.
No, it
No.
ain't.
Mm-hmm. Why you nobody said, man, there was a wall right here? Bro, if I could describe the healing process, it's like knowing what you know, seeing what you can see, and then knowing that you still don't know much about the universe at all. It is encapsulated in this one moment in movie history.
Watch the Wile E. Coyote cartoon.
No, my boy. When old boy from Boys in the Hood was swinging at the air. Because, baby,
It'd be that frustrating.
it be that frustrating for real. And it's like you're upset, but you'll get over it. But in the moment, you're upset and you just gotta do something.
And something you just want to be like, you dumb motherfucker, like this.
And can't nobody hear you scream. And it is what it is. But in our
Like I said,
last 2 minutes, I don't know if there's going to be a Done Daring 101 because our amazing Mission 22 3-day charity stream went hard without me.
sorry.
Apologies to all those involved. I did donate. I did pop in twice via voice, but your girl got in late on that flight Friday, and as you can see, we got baby hands. we ain't got on no eyebrows, no makeup, no nothing. We are in the midst of a healing process right now.
Basically, if
That's the
y'all
other
wanted to
thing
hear
about
me,
healing process is growth spurts.
if y'all want to hear me hack up a lung, that would have been a nice time to hear it. That's why I wasn't on there.
Facts. Facts. Growth spurts in the healing process. Growth spurts will leave you in shambles. Do you understand?
And having to shop for a new wardrobe,
Facts.
whether it be physical or spiritual.
Facts.
You like I said, like the hardest part, like I've learned, like I lost a lot of friends before my spiritual journey for some bullshit reasons, but I understand it now.
Mm-hmm.
It don't make it feel better, but
Hell
I
no.
understand it.
I understand it. I don't condone it. Yeah.
But you'll get like I don't know how to put this other than a certain amount of arrogance.
Yeah. It's called confidence.
Sometimes it becomes arrogance when you like try to
It's
validate
called
yourself.
confidence.
But like, well, like this confidence, sometimes it can eke over the arrogance a little bit when it's like you understand people like, oh, y'all, like I said, like it is fun to
Mm-hmm.
see people who blame you for everything still in the same shit when you ain't in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Again,
that feeds your petty gremlin.
you get
But
to
at the same
step out of what's already going on. It's
but
gonna
at the
keep
same
going
time,
on, but you're just not in it.
but at the same time, there's that part you still care about that person. Be like, I want you to do better, but I can't do shit about it.
Honey, I want you to do better, but I can't do shit about it. Mm.
And
Y'all be
like
putting
you
the wrong shit on your vision board. Shit like that, that goes on the vision board.
and it'd be
I
like,
want you to be
you get
better,
this
but I
like,
know I can't do shit about it.
I want you to be better, but like you don't want the shit to do with me, so I'm just gonna
That's
watch.
that's the sort of shit y'all should be surrendering and handing over to your higher power. The shit you literally can do nothing with.
But yeah, like there's that understanding part where like you see people like granted you see them improve, but at the same time there's part of your brain is like you smug, like, oh now y'all improving. Okay. That's cute. I just
No, you can speak for yourself on that one. I don't agree. I don't do that.
well, like I said, when you got nobody else to blame,
That's fair.
like I got some like you know my history, I got reason to be a little bit petty.
That's fair.
Like, oh, you still stuck in the same thing you thought was my fault? Damn. Ask, or better when they worse off when you ain't around.
Can't relate.
Well, that's you, motherfucker.
Well, don't hang around on that perch too long because then you'll just be stuck and then have to grow all over again.
I don't like heights.
Exactly.
So I look out and down, like, all right, done. Moving on home.
You stupid. But final thoughts on the healing process. Is it necessary? Debatable. Debatable.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of people on this planet that can live in blissful ignorance without self reflection and introspection and understanding them as a grain of sand on the face of existence. Everybody doesn't have to be that deep, and that's okay. I envy those people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Content motherfuckers. I see it like working out. Like workout, like it comes to like how you want to work out. Like if you want to be buff, you got to figure out how you want to get there. it's gonna be sometimes it's gonna be a long, hard journey. To
Mm-hmm.
some people, it's easy. Some people got them genetics where you can just pump 5 times, you like bam, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Other people, you got to figure out what works for you. And either way, you gonna be sore, you gonna be in pain, you gonna want to not do shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like some motherfuckers can tell never going to the gym in their life.
That part. And be living a fine, happy life.
And like it's like the same thing when you go to the gym, you see people like lifting and just like posing all the time. Like there's a part of you in your brain that's like that arrogant motherfucker. Until you get to that area where you like walk by the mirror, you see yourself like, oh, hey. But at the same time, you see those Instagram people like posing just to get likes and clicks and shit. So that means you understand that there are some people who like yourself just notice yourself in the mirror like, hey, oh shit, there's a change.
There's a different perspective
Like,
attached here.
like is
Huh.
there are there abs under this? Like you like you ever just walk by and see your ass as you work out for a little bit? Like, oh shit. Yeah.
My man say, yeah.
No ass. Look at his ass. No titties.
No titties. I'm not talking about you. Your titties.
Your
My
titties are
titties are
lovely.
gone. Your titties are lovely. What's
What's
your
your
name?
name? We did some Eddie
Calvino
Murphy
said,
shit
put
today.
problems in Black Jesus' hands. Me. What I'm supposed to do with this?
But yeah, for real though, like it's like that. Like you spend enough time in the gym, you can tell like what people are lifting for, what sports they like to do. You see those assholes who just lifting because you see people who lifting because they hurt. You see people lifting for sports. See people who lifting because they want to get like sexy for other people or sexy for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's weird to be able to tell that shit with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to just come here to get lift weights, look at ass, and now I'm over here like analyzing motherfuckers.
And I think that's my qualm. What makes breaking family curses easy and hard is because I can now see what my opponent looks like. I see what the logistics are. I see what the dynamic is. Fighting them motherfuckers? Oh my god! Just because I can see it, don't mean I can fucking thwart it.
Yeah, just because you see it coming,
Ooh.
I mean you ready for it.
But I would rather see it. I would rather see it so I can just stop this
Brace for
perpetuating.
impact.
Just stop this perpetual. There's something fucky going on, but I can't. I can't put my finger on it. Y'all. Does anybody else see that?
It's
And you
like
ain't
hearing
there to it.
it's like hearing a fly in a room that nobody else can hear.
That no one else can hear. That's a whole different can of worms. But Don Daring 101 has started, so I am going to raid y'all on over there. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Hopefully I'll be back gaming with y'all tomorrow because life is stupid and hectic and nonsensical.
I want to test out the new grounded update.
Hot. This is Niner. What?
I want to build my castle.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get far enough in the game because I got plans for a castle already.
Hot shit. Hot shit. We miss you too, Calvino. Hopefully we'll have our shit together. We'll catch y'all next time.
Or enough shit together to do
Or
something.
enough shit together. Because sometimes you don't need your whole shit. Sometimes you just need half a shit. But let's go on and
What?
raid y'all on over. Loop. Hello, Resist the Dog 45. We are actually ending and about to raid on over to our other friends with the BSBN. So we will catch y'all next time.
Catch y'all.